Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our inaugural campaign of Vampire the Masquerade, where we'll try and give you guys a good time. I will like to point out before we jump into this, Vampire the Masquerade is a what's the proper phrase we're using here? It's a very eccentric game. It's a horror-based game, and sometimes it can trigger things. So we are not here to trigger on purpose, but I am giving you a heads up and a warning ahead of time. There could be things that pop up. You can't have a vampire game without strange things popping up.
The world of
we'll
darkness
do our
is not a
best.
good place.
Yeah, we're literally playing vampires, and we're not talking about Twilight.
I don't get the sparkle?
You do not get the sparkle.
Oh,
Hey,
shit, I'm out of
There are
here.
no sparkly vampires in my world.
I'm sure if he goes and looks at the sun, he'll sparkle for a split second.
Yeah, when all the embers kind of... Alright, so anyway, before we, jump into that, the screen in the middle here, you see this nice little alleyway that I've depicted from the city of Savannah, is brought to you with the use of the Roll20 app. Roll20 allows us to create our battle scenarios, show you artwork, and just kind of give a little immersion. And of course, we have Hero Forge figures. I'm sure if anybody who's watched us before knows that I always like to throw out the fact that we use Hero Forge subscription packet to create our miniatures for our custom, for our games that we play online. But let's go ahead and jump into tonight. So, we're in the city of Savannah. Now, if anybody doesn't know that, Savannah is a coastal city in the state of Georgia. It's a southern city, so I'm expecting maybe somebody might actually try to butcher a southern accent, but we'll see. But before we get into that, let's set the scene, shall we? It's a full moon. You hear the music playing down near the waterfront. The clubs are hopping. We got people all over the place trying to dress up, enjoy a good night. Why don't you tell me, Judd, what would you be doing on a night like this? Clear night.
Panhandling.
Huh?
Panhandling.
Are you on any particular corner, just near the college?
Well, probably more money toward the waterfront area because there's a lot of clubs and stuff over there, so probably in that area.
So, if we were to pull up and see you panhandling, what exactly would we see?
A man, I believe I have him set at about 5'10", 5'11", dressed in overcoat, ratty overcoat, hat, mismatched boots. Hood up over his head.
All right. Well, how's the night been going so far?
Probably not great.
No? Are you just sign out, or are you just holding the cup? I mean, exactly what kind of panhandling are we doing here?
This time it would be just sitting and holding the cup.
So, all right. Is this a typical night for Judd?
Typical night.
And if I'm not mistaken, Judd is... To tell the audience what Judd is.
You mean clan?
Well, I mean... No, let's leave that
Judd?
be. Let's leave that be.
Okay.
Okay. But
Judd is a lost person. He
right.
has been lost since he was supposedly in high school. So he is just one of those lost souls, somewhat eccentric, a little, probably could do with some mental health aid. And so he is on the streets. He is a street person. And he is part of that community.
All right. And you said you're down by the waterfront. So say you're probably somewhere not too far away from the alley you see before you. There's a club near there that you've here is going to be opening up pretty soon. I think tonight may actually be its opening night. Club's called a Land of Savannah. Now, for those watching,
Okay.
that does exist. This isn't all made up. The Land of Savannah was created, and you've heard through different sources. I don't know what kind of sources Judd would have other than, his clan-related sources. But you've heard that this is not a typical nightclub. It's what is the proper phrase I'm looking for? It's a place where certain people can find refreshment.
Ah.
So that'll bring us to Devon.
Yes.
Now, all week long, you've been working over at 51.
Yep.
Now, the boss there you've never seen, but he pays pretty well. But tonight, he said it was some holiday, or at least that's what the memo said. There was a holiday, so tonight the place is closed.
Okay.
And a couple of the waitresses and stuff that works at the place with you and another couple of associates of yours mentioned this new club that's coming, that's opening up, tonight. Club Alliance Savannah.
Okay.
And I apologize for anybody in Savannah who hears me and I'm mispronouncing that. But you're in Alliance Savannah.
Okay.
They want you to join them. You and you know what? One of them thinks that bouncer's pretty damn cute, and she knows you know that bouncer, so she wants you to invite him to come with you. Now, before we jump to the actual night of going there, this is all happening the night before. You're at the club, you're finishing up. Actually, it's the morning of. It's been a long night. It's 3 a.m. Last call's already been done. You're packing up your kit.
Okay.
Like I said, you've got we'll say three of the waitresses. There's Susie, Lisa, and Amber.
All right. Which one likes the bouncer?
Amber likes the bouncer. Actually,
I see.
Amber and Susan do, but Susan's going to go ahead and play wingman.
Okay.
So, we have a new club. We're going to go check it out. I mean, we're not working tomorrow night, or tonight. Yeah, that's right, it's tonight now. And why don't you and that cute bouncer over there, why don't you guys come join us, have some drinks and dance. You can even bring the bartender, 'cause I think Lisa likes the bartender.
Does she now?
Yeah, but he's always
Oh, yeah.
quiet. When you see her at work, I'd love to see what he's like when he's not at work.
He
And,
kind of reminds me of a little stiff, you know what I mean? Not just his drink.
Wouldn't know. I've not drank his drinks. We're always on duty.
Sure, you haven't. Don't give me this. You bring me shots all the time.
Well, you're the DJ. We got to keep you limber and loose. Us, on the other hand, we drink shots. It comes out of our paycheck. And
Well,
our
how
tips.
about you come over to the house tonight for a little after party? We'll have some shots.
I don't know. I mean, you're fun and all, but I don't know if we're to the point where we go to your house and party. That's why I said we'll go to the lawn, and maybe things can work out.
All right, fine. Yeah, I'll bring the stiff with me. And you said you wanted the bouncer over there?
Yeah. What was his name?
Yeah, with the New York accent?
Yes, the one with the New York accent. He always walks. He's kind of broody. He's handsome, and yes, that's the one we're talking about.
How can you understand what the hell he says?
Am I supposed to attempt a New York accent?
Congratulations! Now you have one.
I know where you're from.
Doesn't mean I can do it.
Well, this is an imagination, so I mean, we can just say you have one. Unless
Yeah.
you really want to work on trying to have one.
I'll attempt, but it's not going to be good.
Well, it's okay, darling. It'll be just fine. So yeah, bring what was it, Dominico? That's his name, ain't it?
I don't know. I just call him Dom because I can't pronounce his name.
So
What's
during
his
this
last name?
entire
Mark
conversation,
Pucci?
as you're packing up your stuff, why don't you let us know what we're looking at here? I mean, what do we see? Give us a visual.
Use potty. Okay. Give me a second. I'll be out there to take care of him. What you see is mid-20s, blonde hair, kind of streaked back, blue eyes. He's actually kind of fit, but not really built. T-shirt, baggy jeans, trying to stay up with the latest trends. He's confident, but he wants to look like he's on a champagne budget with only beer money type deal. So some of the stuff is a little fake, like a fake Rolex and stuff like that. But you do see on his sleeve a tattoo that just kind of perks out from underneath. It's a his unit when he was in the Marine Corps.
All right.
About 5'9".
So as you pack your stuff away, I say it's probably about 3:30.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to see if the girls are ready to leave so I can walk them out to their cars to make sure no one messes with them. And then head over to my motorcycle and head on home. Do I see anyone in the streets or anything like that?
Well, why don't you give me? Well, the problem is right now you'll be using a different setup. So, give me a perception. Let's see. Give me a
Maybe
second.
awareness and
Yeah, I know.
What's awareness?
It's usually wits, yeah.
Yeah, what's awareness?
Sorry, like I said, I'm new to this.
Oh no.
no.
This is
Yeah,
it's,
completely
give me a
different
wits
system.
awareness, but make it one. We'll make it one dice smaller than what you actually have in your pool.
okay. Difficulty
That's 2.
2. I think I did that right.
Yep. And I mean, honestly, you're too busy looking at what her Sarah name was. Sarah's ass.
Okay.
I did say that, right? Amber, Sarah, and Lisa.
Susie.
Susan.
Susie.
Susie, Lisa, Amber.
That was an S.
There's 3 of them. Pick and choose.
Oh, you're staring at all of them.
Yeah, and with that, you're walking towards the door,
Mhm.
and that's when Domenico is walking out himself. Actually, what is Domenico doing as this conversation's going on over there at the DJ booth? Or the DJ stage?
So, what you see is early mid 20s, you would guess. Really not dressed the part at all. Doesn't look like it. You see a tall, real strong-looking fellow. He's got, white, tannish skin with just dark eyes. He seems to always be wearing a suit. Always has a couple rings on, and just smells of cigar smoke.
Okay, and what kind of suit's he wearing?
It's just a black pinstripe suit. It is a close to fitted suit. Like maybe it's a little old, not recently fitted.
All
Or
right,
not.
so like maybe it's something that came with him, and he's not gotten any new suits in a while.
Yeah. But he does have a crooked nose and a cauliflower ear. gets in a little bit of a tussle every now and again, having to throw people out of the bar.
Yeah. So you've actually escorted the last person out the bar, and it was uh, probably an older lady. What? How old are you?
25.
I'm talking about your character is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm not.
she's probably early 40s and definitely had too many drinks tonight. But she's going home alone, and she's trying not to. She's actually like rubbing up on you and says, some nice little phrases to you about how you look and how you stand there. You're just so handsome in that suit.
Just kind of rolls his eyes as he's pulling out his phone and just calling a number to get a Uber sent this way to pick this lady up and take her home.
You're used to this. This happens at least 2 or 3 times a week. Not the same woman, of course, but you have issues like this that come up.
Yep, just making sure they have a safe route home, an Uber that can get them there.
All right. After you escort her and put her in the car and starts riding away, what are you doing? Like I said, this is the last person. It's time to end the night.
Gonna go back in, double check, leave.
You go back
Make
in.
sure everyone's
see
happy.
The bartender's still cleaning up the bar. The 3 waitresses that are waitresses, I guess is what you call them. That are usually work the tables and serve the drinks, or up talking to. You believe his name's Devon. You guys talked from time to time, and what do you think of Devon?
Looks a little sketchy, but he brings in money for the business, so there's nothing too wrong with that, as long as he doesn't bring any unwanted attention to the business.
All right. Well, he starts to walk them out, and of course, why don't you give me that? What did we say it was? Wits and
What's awareness?
Awareness, yes.
-1 you want to do?
-1, yeah.
Okay. Let me minimize this. There it is. All right, let me do a different roll then, real quick. This and awareness will be basically the same thing. Nope, same thing.
You're tired. It's been a long night of dealing with drunks and guys who want to fight or trying to pick up women who don't want to be picked up, and fighting off the amorous advances of a 47-year-old. So I will say, even with what you rolled, you do notice, I guess, Amber look in your direction as they're walking out the door, and I think it's obvious that Devon's got his eyes glued somewhere else, and they're all heading towards the parking lot.
All right. Looks like everything's good to go, so I think it's best to head on out.
All right. Around about this time, 3:30 in the morning, Judd, what exactly is what do you do around that time in the morning? Let's see. You've gotten about $11 and change in your cup from the night.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of drunk teenagers well, I say teenagers. Yeah, a few of them probably were teenagers that come walking by and just kind of dropping it in your cup.
What I will be doing with some of that money then is going into one of the, if there's an all-night convenience store somewhere, going in and just buying some snacks. I mean, I'm thinking like a box of Pop-Tarts.
Okay.
And since I know that there are some kids out here that are still having real struggles, I'm going to leave that with them before going home.
Yeah.
And what about you? How do you take care of your snack?
Um, that's usually when they're doing a bloodmobile drive.
Gotcha.
But for the nights, it's usually, hitting up a blood bank or a bloodmobile or something like that.
Okay, why don't you give me a wits and awareness, and your difficulty is
Okay.
going to be a 2 as well.
Sorry about that. I had to take care of Pops real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry, I can't remember if this one is going to ask me for something.
It should
yes,
ask you for
does.
the number of dice or something like that.
And if you want an extra dice or not.
Yeah. 2 of 2.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, so you've got your Pop Tarts and you've handed them out to some of the homeless kids that are hanging around. You hear the conversation in the parking lot over at that 51.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I've probably messed up by changing things around. No, this is the night before. So yeah, you're over by the 51 at this point in time, and you're hearing the conversation between the DJ and the waitresses. You've seen them come out before, and I mean it's pretty much a scene that you always see. He's watching one's ass as she's walking across the parking lot. It's like he's not paying any attention to anything else. They're giggling and having some sort of conversation about guys they like. And of course, you've got the fellow in the pinstripe suit that just kind of shakes his head, watches them walk out, and they're all moving towards their vehicles.
Okay.
And you also notice what looks like a Lincoln Town car with tinted
Mhm.
windows parked on the opposite side of the parking lot. Engine's running, and it looks like it's facing towards the parking lot where these people are walking out from.
Okay. I will then just shuffle up, do you have any change?
Huh? What?
Do you have any change?
Yeah. I'll kind of like pull out my wallet, kind of hide. I'll pull out a couple bucks. Here, go get you some breakfast, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And
I'm trying to
kinda
keep
like,
my. Oh,
I was gonna put myself in between you and the girls. So
And I'm
so
trying
you
to-
look. Go ahead.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, when you actually get up close to him, his skin seems very jaundiced and gaunt. So, it's definitely, he is not healthy looking at all. And he never looks you into the eye.
Bye.
But Judd is going to try to stay between you and the Lincoln Town car.
Okay. I kind of hurry the girls over to their vehicles and let's get away from this guy.
All right, so you're driving a motorcycle.
Yes.
The girls get in their little their Prius. All three of them get in the same vehicle and drive away. What about you? What are you driving?
So you see me walk out, and there's just a plain old, nothing special about it. Back when it was new, it probably would have looked rather inconspicuous. Nowadays, you see a late 1990s, early 2000s white cargo Astro van. So,
Out of college town.
yeah.
Nothing terrible about that.
A long time ago, it might have been inconspicuous as like, it's just a mover van or, somebody works out of it. Now, it's a little out of place.
You got candy in the back?
That's what I was about to ask.
Now you don't
Devin
know
gets
what's
on his
in the back.
motorbike.
Okay. All right, so yeah, they get in their vehicles and they drive off. Y'all heading where?
Since the girls aren't wanting to come over, I'm gonna head back to my place and try my beer because I struck out.
Is tonight not the night with the party?
No, tonight's not. Well,
Okay.
technically,
Okay.
if you want to go by time, it is. But this
Oh,
is
I
like
gotcha.
3 a.m., 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's not a party from 3 into the morning. It's a party tonight into the morning of tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
This is the day before, technically the night before, you guys go.
Yeah, I was trying to throw an
Yeah,
after
night
party
before
at my
its
house
premiere
with the
is,
girls,
is
but
grand opening. So as soon as their vehicles leave the parking lot, you hear the Lincoln Town car pull up right next to you. The driver's side window rolls down.
I slide my hand into
No,
my
no, you
saddlebags.
guys are gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
leave.
Oh, we
I think
left.
this
Okay.
is to Jude.
Jude.
And
Okay.
there's a rather large fellow in a
Mhm.
suit. Kind of looks at you. You around here often?
Not awful.
You know the folks that you were just speaking to?
Nope. Just wanting to get some money.
Hmm. He steps out, and he is about 7 foot tall. Just
Yeah.
shy of 7 foot.
Well
He's huge.
taller than me.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, you can tell that he works out. Let's see. Let me check something on you right quick because I need to figure out how this works.
Does he have the huge merit?
Um,
Could kind of be a flaw too.
No. I was just
trying to
thinking.
figure out if you're able to pick up on something. I want to say not.
Well, if he doesn't
fortitude.
have flush of health, I can usually pick up on that.
Well, he seems very strong and very living. You can hear his
Very
heartbeat.
living. Okay. Okay.
Actually, that's probably the only heartbeat. I don't know how well your hearing is. Give me.
It's awareness. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do
I
that
don't
to
have
me.
austic, so.
Yeah, I'm looking at yours now. You got what's obfuscate, oblivion, potence, and fortitude. I don't think any of those are going to currently work for this.
No.
What'd you got? You got 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't pick up anything else other than that. Like I said, he's rather large. Definitely works out.
Mm-hmm.
He says the boss would like to have a word with you. And he just
Why me?
turns and reaches over and grabs the handle to the back door, opens it up.
Okay. And I'll go over and because of my vision, I can see in complete darkness. So, look in before I get in.
All right. As you look in, there is a rather, I guess say handsome fella, dark hair, with a pretty much what you see on the screen in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Red shirt, black tie, got a cane laying across his, a very decorative looking cane that you're pretty certain it's not just a cane.
Yeah.
Yes. Why don't you get in for a minute and we can have some words?
Sure.
Marcus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Devon. I did forget to mention that when you get to your motorcycle, there is a pamphlet or a flyer sitting right. I don't know what kind of bike are you driving.
A Honda Shadow.
Okay,
It's
so
kind
kind
of
of a cruiser.
Cruiser, yeah.
All right. Do you have a windshield, bug blocker?
No, I don't.
And do you keep your helmet out there, or do you keep it inside?
I actually locked my helmet onto the side of it.
All right. But you can still put something in your helmet if somebody
Yeah.
walks up to it. All right. There's a flyer inside your helmet.
Okay.
And it's to that club the girls were telling you about. And it's an invitation for you to DJ at that club tonight at the grand opening.
Oh shit! All right, yeah.
I
They recognize.
I meant to mention that to you a minute ago, and it slipped my mind.
That's
But
okay.
yeah, Judd. I mean, he's laid back. Got looks like a wine glass in his hand. Please. Come in, have a seat.
I will get in. Do I recognize this person yet?
Actually,
Probably not.
no, but you do pick up that you're not hearing any heartbeat.
Yeah, I had a feeling. How can I be of assistance?
I don't normally do this, and I tend to keep to myself. But I've seen you around. Are you affiliated with anyone in particular?
Well, my sire and
Well, I mean,
I've
all children are all childs, or whatever. Children need to be associated with their sire. If you're on good terms, at least if you return properly. No, I mean other affiliations.
well, I know some of the people in town, but I don't normally go to big events.
Let's cut to the chase. Are you with the Camarilla?
Yes.
All right. Now, is this a deception?
No. He's saying yes, but he's kind of nervously saying yes because he doesn't know where this is going.
What I'm saying, is he or isn't he?
He is, because his sire is part of the Camarilla.
Okay. But there's something else there, right?
There's something else there. You know, the history that I'm going with is that his sire kind of tricked the prince into allowing him to sire somebody, but the siring didn't go exactly right. He does look like Nosferatu. That's why they haven't figured it out yet.
I have no idea what to use on this, so let's see.
I mean, he doesn't even really understand that there's a difference between him and everyone else yet.
I don't think there's any. Let me see if this rolls right for me. Why don't you give me? If you're trying to try to keep something, or you
Oh, he's really not trying to keep anything because he doesn't really understand that he doesn't understand he's Katif because his sire doesn't understand it yet. I look Nosferatu. I seem to have the abilities of Nosferatu.
Yeah, but aren't you somewhat independent though?
No, I'm Katif.
Okay. So let's cancel this. Well, you seem
I'm
to
suspect though because something's wrong.
Yeah, you seem to have concern for the food, I guess is the best way to put it as far as it's concerned. Why is that?
Oh. Not so much sure. I'm not sure which food you're talking about.
I just saw you protectively walk up to those people there.
Oh, because I actually didn't know what your intention was or who you were. And there are a lot of other things around here, so I try to keep an eye.
So very rude to me. I'm sorry. I have you in my vehicle, and where are my manners? My name is Christoph von Weber.
Oh, hello, Mr. von Weber. I'm Jude. No last name, just Jude.
Jude. I have an offer for you. You seem to be collecting money to, I suppose, help out those less fortunate on the streets?
Well, yeah.
I'll give you $300 for one night of your time.
Yes, sir.
Those two gentlemen you saw with the three ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they've been invited to a party at a grand opening to a club on the other side of town. Have you heard of it, the Elan?
I've heard some rumors about it.
I'm curious as to what rumors you may have heard.
Well, from the kind, not much of anything except that it's a new club, but from some of the others that it's where rarefied tastes can be met.
Yes, I've heard the same, which is what concerns me. I like those mortals, and I would hate to see anything happen to them. So, asking if you would keep an eye on them, so, because I, of course, cannot. I wouldn't be caught dead near that place. Or
I see.
living, however you would like to put it.
Yes. Well, I can definitely keep an eye on them and try to get them out of the way if something does happen.
Oh, I would appreciate that. Now, how would we contact you when the job is done?
Well, since I'm not allowed a cell phone anymore,
That is a shame. I don't know why they think that's a problem.
yes. Well, the best way to leave me any message is to just over in the Bonaventure Cemetery. There's a crypt, and I'm trying to remember the name of the crypt. Let's see if it's up here.
You've actually made a home in the cemetery? In a
Oh
crypt?
yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess.
Oh, I give him the name. I can't find it right this
Yeah,
second.
no problem.
But I give him the name of the crypt. Just stick a note in there, and I'll find it.
Very well. Have you eaten tonight?
I had a leftover bag last night. Yes, from last night.
Very well. Well, I do expect to see you again. But
Yes.
let's keep this meeting on the down low, if you don't mind.
Oh, no problem.
The door opens up. He doesn't say another
Okay.
word to you.
I get out.
You do notice he does pull out a phone and start messing with the phone.
hmm
That's about it.
Okay. Then at that point, I will start moseying on back to the cemetery.
All right. So, what activities would my living players like to do during the day?
Well, when I get back to my place, I'm gonna pop a certain pill and watch some certain movies before going to bed and waking up around 11ish.
Well, seeing as how that can constitute a whole lot of things, why don't we narrow that down? What exactly is the pill that our friend is popping? And I'm assuming at your age, it's not the little blue one.
No, he has a drug problem, so he's popped, some ecstasy and flipping through the channels, maybe to a Skinamax show or,
Still got
Red
Red
Shoe Diaries.
backside on your mind, I take it.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Domenico?
He would end up driving down to the river and parking his vehicle and going down to the docks where he would get onto the houseboat he lives on, draw the curtains, go to sleep.
All right. And once you've slept, do you have any other plans before you start your evening? Well,
Well,
actually,
since we're-
you have no idea. You weren't even invited.
Yep. Since nobody said nothing,
Well, yeah.
just
Hint,
gonna
hint,
hang
nudge,
out on his
nudge.
day off, wait to see if his phone rings from his boss, if there's any work that needs doing, anything that needs taken out to a location and tossed.
Well, to be fair, I did have to step away for a moment. But when I get up, I will start mixing some music because for some EDM for tonight. I'll text the girls to say, hey, apparently they want me to play tonight, so I'll just have to meet you down there, and then they'll ask, I'm sure, if I invited, the bouncer and the bartender.
Yeah, Lisa's real adamant. I mean, not Lisa. Susie's real adamant about that. That Amber really wants him to go. So, if you could, you know,
All right,
I don't know.
fine, I'll
But you
text
also
his
get
ass.
like the emojis and happy faces and all that stuff for the fact that you're going to be playing. Like, that's so cool. That's awesome. You know,
All right, so I'll do a group text to AJ and Dom. Hey, look, meant to tell you guys last night. Apparently, the girls want y'all to come with us down to Elon. I'll be DJing there. Yeah, it's whatever, man. Let me know if you can come so I can let these girls know. Peace.
You'll get a message saying, "All right."
and we'll inform you of what AJ's response is later.
Okay.
So yeah, knowing that I now have to go to a party this night, get out the finest clothing, get all dressed up to look nice, not just a suit that can get beat up because that's the job, but wear something nice, get all dutzed up, dressed to the nines.
And what exactly does that entail?
The best suit he's got.
The best suit?
Yep. Doesn't really stick with the fashion. It's just a suit.
Yeah, gotta keep that wise guy appearance, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so Devon is getting his mix ready. Now you've got a couple hours before, you need to be there, so is there anything you guys would like to do before that happens?
Well, I'm going to roll out towards the mall because I need to pick up some new threads. I gotta look sharp for this club, So I'll head out there, get a new fly outfit.
Alright.
And some LED colors or strips.
I'll go ahead and move you guys on over here. Some LED strips. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Because I'm going to make this kind of outfit.
Oh, jeez.
So this kind of outfit. I'm afraid to check.
My motorcycle helmet
Where did you put it?
and
There,
Savannah
oh,
Kindred.
There it
okay. See if I can do this.
I think Daft Punk was a
Sure can.
two-person band.
Just gotta give it a
Wow. Yes, he's going to blend right in.
shot. Okay, apparently it's not letting me, so let me do it this way.
What time of year is it in Savannah? You might be miserable
Yeah,
up on
it's
stage.
springtime. I mean, it's starting to warm
It's
up.
only in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, only in the 90s. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Not that bad.
Hey, August in Savannah is even worse.
All right.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to pass out on stage.
Well,
That's what the drugs are for?
clubs, yeah, that and clubs tend to have the air on, so it doesn't get too hot. And I would like to possibly do a technology role of sorts to set up some transistors, set the lights kind of go with the beat.
Okay, we'll go ahead and once again give me one dice less than what your sheet should say.
All right,
So-
technology is what? Technology and intelligence.
We're gonna be intelligence and science. No, technology. Technology and intelligence.
Did you say technology and what?
Intelligence.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Uh-oh. Okay, apparently I got to step outside. Oh, man. I'm trying to find your picture so I can pop it up here so our viewers can actually see it.
Okay. It's something I just pulled off of Google, so I'm not sure who to credit for that.
Okay, well then never mind. I won't do that. But anybody who's actually with us, it looks like, well, pretty much like a Tron outfit, I guess is the best way to look at it. It's not Tron, that's why I'm not worried about getting a Disney deal, but, you know, it looks kind of like a Tron-ish type outfit. Alright, so, you guys have got all that done. You got your suit on. You send this text to let them know I'll be out there in a minute.
Okay. Creating art here, man.
Alright, so, you know what I need to do? No, it's not on this one. So you guys, how you getting there?
I'm riding my motorcycle.
So y'all just kind of heading separately, not meeting up someplace beforehand?
Driving, yeah.
Hmm.
I was told to meet at a bar. Invited to a party.
Alright.
And I gotta get there
Yeah.
early. So set up.
Beforehand, I will actually go and feed, but
Alright, well, so you guys know. It's just after sundown. And there's already a line backed up. The doors haven't been opened yet, but this is what you see.
You kid?
So you arrive with your gear, you pull around to the side and I guess knock on the door.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you want?
Hey.
You want to come in, you got to go around front.
It's DJ Smooth. I got an invitation to DJ here tonight.
You got it with you?
Yeah. Pull it out. That little pamphlet that I was given.
Yeah, he kind of looks it over. Alright, where's your gear?
I got my turntables in my bag. Y'all don't have speakers or anything?
No, we've
Or-
got speakers and stuff inside. I mean, you
Okay, yeah, I
DJ
got my-
types like playing your own stuff, don't you?
Yeah. But it's mostly on my laptop, so you know.
Head on in, set it up on the stage.
Is my bike gonna be cool here, or
Oh,
is
yeah,
there a separate place?
yeah. Your bike's fine right there. Ain't
Alright.
nobody gonna mess with it here.
Yeah.
Plus, we got. He points up at what looks like a camera.
Now mosey on in, start setting up.
All right, so Dominico, you pull up and you see this line. Give me a wits and awareness.
Okay.
I'll make you guys roll the hell out of that tonight, apparently.
Yeah, it's
it's a common one. So
yeah. What's second attribute? None. Roll.
Uh-oh.
Since I'm not a vampire,
that
bestial
doesn't matter.
failure's not a reason to matter.
Yeah. Are you rolling blood dice?
Yeah, it always rolls a hunger die.
I meant hunger die.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so, no, you've got 3 successes. And you notice him carrying his, working on trying to carry his gear inside the side door. And you see the girls show up in the Prius all dressed to the nines. I say dressed to the nines as, they all got their little, I say little black dress, but they're not black, they're different colors. One's got a, let's see. Susie's wearing a blue dress. Lisa's got a nice little green number on. And Amber, for some reason, is wearing a red one. I guess, you know, to match up with her flaming red hair.
Gotcha.
and I should be a little bit more clear. When I wake up, I'm going to have my typical nightly argument discussion with my great 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 whatever grandfather, whose tomb I live in. Then I will
Let's say,
go
how's that
out.
argument go?
It usually involves, being disappointed in how his lineage has degraded over time.
And he's
You know
responding
that.
to all this?
Um, well, remember what Oblivion does,
I don't remember.
and
Sorry.
also it's the crypt is haunted. So,
Gotcha.
Nice.
yeah, he lives in a haunted crypt.
You really living in this crypt? You can't
Yes.
get someplace in town. You can't even get a job or
No.
anything like that. Why you gotta live in here? Jeez.
Because it's nice.
And you're a
Has
descendant
a really
of mine?
nice back tunnel. I mean, through your wife's crypt, there's a really great tunnel.
Ah. Glad the bitch is dead.
Yes. Yeah, you talked about her a lot.
Yeah, she's not here, thank God. I mean, it's bad enough. I had to deal with her while I was living. Now I got, at least I ain't got to deal with her when I'm dead.
Right.
Well, it's probably because I
Now
can't
you just
find
have
her
a
body,
descendant
but,
to deal
whatever. All right, so you have an argument with your dead ancestor who is very
Yes.
disappointed in the fact that you're living in his crypt.
Yes.
Not in a house or an apartment somewhere with a nice fancy job, and probably berates you every now and then with the way you look, your appearance and stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to go and pick up a couple bags. And I'm going to use my obfuscate and larceny to hit one of the bloodmobiles and take a couple bags for myself.
All right. So why don't you give me? Where you at?
First of all, since I'm going to obfuscate, I need to give you a
Rouse check.
rouse check.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 0 successes. So I'm going to get a hunger 1.
I guess that's a good thing you're going for some blood bags, huh?
Yep. And I'm going to try to, well, do you want me to roll larceny?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it's, I guess your dexterity to go with that.
Okay. No extra dice. Difficulty 2?
Yeah, we'll say 2, because
Okay.
they're mortals.
Oh my god, I actually failed.
You had a high chance.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
What do you... No, get out. No, get out of here. Unless you're here to
sorry.
donate blood, you can't be here. You need to go.
Okay, and I will fail this. I have hunger now, but I'm still okay.
All
So,
right, and
I'll
we're going
leave
to take
here.
a quick 10. Of course, it's rather early, but I got to go take care of something with our livestock that we have here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back, so don't go far. took care of the chickens.
Just the one side.
Yes, just the one side.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll take care of that here in a minute.
What? You just did take care of what you said.
Not the chickens. Oh, well, that's messed up.
And corn. That's what you say when you get on stream.
That's exactly what you said. Yes, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry we had a little break there, a little premature break, but it's fine. To take care of livestock that we have here at the house. So, we leave off with Devon doing what?
After I get done setting up, I'm gonna go try to find the doorman or something to put the girls on the list, and I guess AJ and Dom on the list as well.
Oh, mighty nice of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, if you were outside grabbing stuff to set up, I would have asked you if you needed help about, maybe
Oh.
in early to help you, so I don't have to wait in this line in the Savannah heat.
Okay. I'll talk to the door guy. Was just say, hey, he's with me. Can he help me set up?
He's with you.
Yeah. I got a couple other girls coming.
I don't recall that being on part of it. They didn't say you had a +1 to your crew. They didn't say you had a crew. They just said it was just you and your gear.
Yeah.
Persuade me. Give me a
Seduce me.
persuasion with charisma, I suppose. Not manipulation yet.
All right. Persuasion with charisma. No extra die. Difficulty 2, I assume.
You can put that down. Are we putting our hunger die out there still?
The hunger die just replaces one of the normal dice. It's still the same number.
Okay. Thank you. I do remember reading that somewhere.
It doesn't change. Like if I had,
It's just the bestial failures and all that. That's what we're worried about.
yeah, it just gives you a higher chance of
Looks
doing
like
a
you
bestial
got.
failure.
Was it 2, 3?
3 successes?
Yeah, but what's this one right here? That's not a typical success.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be a.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No,
Two
you have to
tens.
get 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 10s count as 4 successes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Anyway.
I rose my hunger all the way, so I should have a bunch of hunger
you
dice.
do a pretty fair.
That's what happens when you have a whole lot of hunger. It just replaces the amount of dice with hunger dice.
So yeah, you're able to convince him. He's like, sure, why not? Come on in. And you want us to put what on a list?
Susan, Amber, and hey, Dom, what's your other girl's name?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
His girl is Amber, the one who likes him.
Okay.
If you're asking as a character or if you're asking as a player, there's a different story.
Yeah, who else is coming? I just saw
girls.
AJ.
Oh, yeah, AJ.
But who else?
As a player, who was the third?
You're
Susan,
looking for
Lisa, and Amber.
Susie, Lisa,
Susie,
and Amber.
Lisa, and Amber.
Yeah. So, yeah. Susie, Lisa, Amber, and AJ. I could get them on a list, or
AJ's a guy.
yeah, he'll be won't be hard to miss.
Well,
Kind
with
of
your successes, he gives you a non-committal and walks away. You assume that maybe he just was a little annoyed with the fact that you asked, but is going to go take care of it.
Okay.
So, if AJ was actually here, he'd be standing up front with the girls, and he'd hear some fellow with a clipboard call out his name and the three girls' names to come on in. And a lot of belly aching from those who've been waiting in line for hours, because these people just showed up, I don't know, 20 minutes ago and are already coming in the door.
Yeah.
So, how's Judd get in?
Judd is under obfuscate, and he does not even get picked up on cameras very easily. So whenever a door is open, he's going to try to stealth his way in.
All right, so give me, I guess, a Dex and Stealth.
Okay.
Does the obfuscate give you an extra die?
I don't know. I don't have
No.
It just makes it
what-
visible for the effect or whatever.
Right, and I'm also completely silent. So
Give me a second. Let me try something right quick. I'm gonna use this, guys.
I'm gonna go in and hit this, but I need to take care of a dog.
Okay.
That didn't do what I wanted it to. That did something else. So, wits. Can you? I guess no. And you rolled 2 successes. All right.
I'll look at that.
Actually, I need to go. Yeah, you come in the door. You slip through the back door as Devon and
Dom.
Dom. Yeah, Devo and Dom are moving stuff in and out. Now the guy at the door that's working the door doesn't notice you, but you do see another fellow not too far behind him that's tracking you as you walk through.
Okay. Well, I had this feeling this was a vampire place to begin with, so I'm going to take note of
You're
him.
not surprised.
Right. So I take note of him, but just going to basically be a fly on the wall watching these two guys.
All right. So you guys get everything set up. And about this time, they tell you they're about to open the doors. So some rather sharply dressed individual comes walking up, kind of pat you on the back.
Oh, hey!
Hi, how's it going? What's that name you use?
Oh, I'm DJ Smooth. How you doing, man?
DJ Smooth. Yeah, got you. So we hear you're pretty good. You know, what's the phrase they use? Spinning the records or whatever it is. Over at 51. So that's why figure we could get you to come over here and, play for us. Somebody that the crowd knows or has seen before. The news scene, or we're not too, we don't know much of that stuff, so figured you'd do a good job. But before you get started, I do need to do the whole, my job, announce the fact that we're grand opening, welcome, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. You've been there before, haven't you?
Not a problem, yeah.
Who's this guy?
Oh, this is Dominique. He's He's my muscle. As you can see,
I don't
Ladies-
recall Muscle being on the payroll.
he's on my payroll.
Okay, as long as we know it's coming out of your pay,
Yeah. You know, because
and the guy,
ladies love me,
Yeah,
and I
give
got,
me-
you know.
give me that typical wits and awareness for me, will you? And I'm gonna say you have a 3 difficulty on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just glad you're being hyped up.
Okay.
Now the guy's wearing a just straight white suit. I mean, kingpin type white. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He looks to be about 25-ish. Carries himself as if he's a little older. And he talks like a guy who really doesn't know anything about the scene. You know, early 20s kind of scenes that's out there. I don't know the best way to put that.
Sort of a stiff like AJ.
Well, like
Well, I don't
you're having
know
a
if
conversation with your dad about your music.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, okay, so he's the muscle. Huh, okay. And he's on your payroll, so we ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
We don't worry about anything on the wall. All right, so before we get started, you go ahead and get your stuff ready up and get fired up. I heard you had some friends in the crowd.
Yeah, brought some eye candy and, you know.
Eye
Another
candy.
button.
Is that their name? Are they backup
What?
dancers or something that are on your payroll too?
Oh, no. I got Lisa, I got Amber, I got Susie, and, you know, AJ, he tends to be our driver because we like to get wild up in here and, you know.
Yeah, wild. Sure, gotcha. All right. So he walks over. He's up on stage, and he's looking out in the crowd. Lights are still somewhat on. They're not really darkened up yet because we're not jamming yet. We're just opening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the line, the opening night of the Line of Savannah. We'd like to thank you for coming and joining us. We've got one of the best DJs in town. Well, at least that's what we've been told. DJ Smooth, right?
What up, Elon? DJ
Sure.
Smooth up in the house.
What he said. So, be sure to tip your waitresses and waiters, and drink to your heart's content. Enjoy the night, and it should be an eventful one. So, with that, I see nothing else that I can say or do, but let's party. And I mean, it's the most awkward thing you've seen anybody ever do. And the lights dim down, and the strobes start going, and you see some smoke coming out from underneath the stage. That's your cue, dude. I mean, you do you. And
Yeah.
he walks out in the back.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's give it up for, did I get his name?
You did not.
Anyways,
You
welcome
did-
to Elon's of Savannah, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get this party started. We're going to take it back to Darude, who... I'll start playing Sandstorm.
You got me stumped. I have no idea what that is, but we'll take it for what it is. And of course, the crowd goes wild, and they all start dancing. The girls dancing with AJ down there. Dominic, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be down there enjoying myself. Not having to actually throw people out of a bar where you can't enjoy yourself, constantly getting interrupted by idiots.
So do you? Yeah,
Wow.
DJ, you're rocking it, brother. The tunes are kicking. Everybody's loving it. They're having a blast. Dominique, do you have a professional awareness by any chance?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, most people, when they are not at work, but they go someplace that has people that are in the same line of work as they are.
I would assume so.
Critique
Yeah.
it or notice it or at least clock it.
You would think, yeah. I would think that if they're not doing a good job, it's like great. I'm in a
Alright,
place
so
that
why
has
don't you
people
give
who know
me
what they're doing.
a wits and awareness as well?
Can do.
Like I said, I want a wits and awareness out of y'all. Most of the night, I'm sure.
Hey, not too bad.
Not too bad at all. You notice every one of them. First of all, there's two of them at the door that everybody else came in, and you see one stationed at each door on either side of the stage. They're wearing black slacks, black t-shirts. They definitely fill the t-shirts out halfway decent, and they all are standing in, I guess, a parade rest type. Those who've been in the military know what I mean by parade rest. They have their feet about shoulder width apart, hands clasped behind their backs, and staring straight ahead, as opposed to scanning the crowd.
Yeah, a little strange. Gonna see if there. I'd like to look and see if there's anybody in the crowd being particularly
Well, with your 3
troublesome.
awareness, you'll how to give me. How are we gonna do this one? Insight and yeah, I don't know.
Is it gonna be kind of what happened with Auspex?
You're gonna try to see if you can pick up on what's going on around the dance floor with your insight. I'm just trying to figure out what skill to add to it.
Wits or resolve?
Let's go with wits. Insight wits.
Yeah. That's why I stay at the door.
Yeah, you're not picking up on it. I mean, you see a lot of people moving around the crowd. With your awareness and wits that you did, you're certain you saw one guy over here on the right, or one lady over here on the right, really fancy dressed. It's kind of an emerald green dress, but it's so low cut that the stops at her belly button, and it's got a high slit. But you're pretty certain you saw her standing over on the other side of the bar not too long ago. And there's a big crowd, so there's really no way she could have got
Hard to move through.
Yeah. But it
Yeah.
seemed like she went through it pretty damn quick. Really getting into character there, H.D. Vaughn. All right. So other than that, I mean, Amber kind of comes up to you and asks you if you'd want to dance.
To this, sure. I have no idea how the hell we're gonna do that, but yeah.
That's okay. I'll show you. And she just takes your hands and she just starts fucking dancing to the music. It's almost, I mean, for you, I'm assuming you're kind of dry, personality, kind of laid back. You're not really into the whole.
Actually on the dance floor.
Yeah. It looks like she's having a seizure while standing up.
Hey, that checks out for this type of music.
So yeah, she's dancing. Looks like Lisa is over dancing with AJ. Susie, you did see her at one point in time talking with some punk dude. I mean, when I say punk, I mean, looks like he's got the leather jacket,
Style.
spikes, and got a kind of a weird looking mohawk.
Gotcha.
And what is Judd doing during all this?
Judd, I am looking around and I'm trying to clock the vampires in the room.
Give me a.
Yep.
And I'm going to say we'll go with a 3 on that difficulty.
Okay.
But depending upon what you roll, it may change. Okay.
Well, I got 3 of 3.
I see that. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You're definitely clocking vampire activity
Okay.
in here. Matter of fact, the woman in the emerald green dress that I mentioned a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely a vampire. And you're pretty certain you may have seen her before. Somewhere, you're just not exactly sure where that was at.
Okay. She's not one of the Primogen members.
No, she is not. which is something else you're noticing. Most of the vampires you've clocked in here, including Punk Rock Boy,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you've not seen or met any of them in any of the dealings you've had with the Camarilla.
Right. So I have a feeling I'm more in an anarch area right now. So
You could probably deduce that.
yeah. So I'm gonna definitely the DJ is pretty easy to keep my eye on. The bouncer is a little
Rather
bit
out of
harder.
place.
Yeah,
Probably.
but you're also in a crowd, so I'm going to
Yeah.
be focusing more on keeping an eye on him.
6'5", built pretty well. Probably stand above a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and AJ is not too far. AJ and Lisa are not too far away from Dominique. All right, trying to find what I'm looking for. All right, so night seems to go pretty good. With your 3 of 3, you do notice from time to time over in a corner somewhere this particular kindred having a little bit of a snack on this particular mortal. You're pretty certain that the
They're being discreet, though.
yeah, they're being discreet. You're certain that some of the wait staff are actually vessels.
Okay.
Everybody here know what vessels is?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and explain it for those?
Yeah. At one point in time, a guy in a white suit comes up to you, Dominique.
Yep.
Asks you. Maybe I have to mute the DJ here in a second.
Sorry.
We'll go ahead and he comes up to you and asks you where you're from. I mean, during a lull in the dancing, of course, he asks you, so, strapping lad, fellow, whatever your name is, where are you from?
I'm from here.
This is my place. I'm sorry. I didn't really introduce myself, which I am Elan. Jesus Christ.
Ah. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a nice place.
Thank you. Let's see. Apparently, I'm having more issues come up.
This place is Elon. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's my place. I mean, we opened it up just this week. So, what brings you here? And he's trying to hand you what looks like a glass of champagne for some reason.
Yeah, I'll take the glass and not drink out of it, but just awkwardly go with what music is not there currently. But I was invited by a friend. Just kind of motion with the glass towards the DJ booth.
Oh yes, I was up there a minute ago talking with DJ Smooth. Is it?
I think so. Yeah, I don't listen to him a whole lot, but we work at the same place.
Where's that?
Down on yada yada, Club 51.
51.
Yeah, 51 degrees.
I've seen it, but I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't know much about it, but I've definitely seen it. Do you plan on hanging out for a while here tonight?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be here probably until it shuts down.
Good. I'm sorry. Then maybe I'll see you then. I'll buy you another drink later. And he walks away.
I'll look to Amber. Here, got your drink.
Oh, champagne. I didn't know it was that kind of night. And she drinks it.
And now I'll watch to see if she passes out from any drugs
She
that
does
may have been
not.
put in it.
She does not pass out for any drugs. She just kind of giggles when the bubbles hit her nose. Let's see. At one point in time, two lovely ladies walk up to the DJ and start dancing beside you.
All right.
One of them sides what looks like a glass with whiskey or something in it. Not near your table, but on a stand nearby.
Okay. I will look at her and say, "Hey."
Yep, there's two of
Gotta
them. One's
reach
on
out.
either side of you. They're both wearing black mini skirts, long leg with like fishnet leggings. Let's see, they've got thigh-high boots, and it looks like a tied-up white shirt, black hair. One's got the pigtail thing going. The other one's got just got it free-flowing. Both of them painted up in gothy type makeup. Both of them looking at you, just dancing with your music. Give me a wits and awareness as well.
Okay.
You did so well tonight with that. Why not? You got a 2 on this.
Yeah, obviously there's skill I think we're all going to need to work on.
So yes, with the 2, you definitely notice the one on the left has looked at you up and down and licked her lips.
I'll try to bring them both on in. Say, "Hey girls, you ready to party?" And I'll kind of unzip one of the zippers of my jacket and pull out 3 pills.
All right.
Pop one and see if these girls want them.
They will take it from you and
I get arrested. Great.
they look at it and look at you and like, okay, and they put it in their pocket. Or they stick it somewhere. I mean, actually, they put it in their pocket up there. You know, the one that everyone has.
Okay. So he's dancing with the ladies.
And Judd, they are what you think they are.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep. All right, because I know you're trying to clock everybody that's involved.
Yeah.
And you did a 3 earlier, so I'm gonna keep rolling with that one. All right, so the music keeps kicking. You guys are dancing, having a good time. Looks like Lisa and AJ have found a table off in the corner somewhere. Susie, let's see. I'll tell you where Susie's at when we get right back. I'm going to take a moment because I have some 4-legged friends that need to be taken care of. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, don't go too far. We will be right back with some more Vampire Kindred of Savannah. All right, and we're in the middle of a party, and of course DJ is going nuts. So you've brought these two women in closer to you.
Yeah. The one that was licking her lips, I kind of lean in, whisper in her ear, kind of like take a little bite out of it. Not hard, but
Gomp. Mike Tyson.
Bite out of
nibble on
what?
her ear.
Okay.
Just a little nibble. Put
Jude
my
is
arm
making
around
his
her.
way closer to the DJ booth, but
But
Did
he's
she
like,
let- she
so
let
what's your
you-
name?
You asking her throughout the noise what her name is?
As well as I can, as I'm feeling a little loosey goosey, nice and all of the feels.
Because you've already sampled some of your own product.
It's not my product; it's Corey's product.
Aren't you
Something
supposed
like
to be
that.
selling Corey's product?
No, he's my hookup. Hi, Tara.
Oh, I don't.
It's like, I came in at weird time.
In this game, that's all the time. Especially with these guys. Alright, so you want to know her name. She says her name is Zara, and the other one on the other side's name is Zola.
Zara and Zola, you sisters?
Why? And they say in unison, yes.
So it is true.
What is true?
That a rose by any other name still smells as sweet, but I see its beauty next to yours. The rose seems merely a flower.
I'm not going to make you roll for this because you're not going to notice it.
I was gonna say, can there be a boo from the crowd?
I muted
Just-
my mic.
Just one solemn boo.
Yeah, AJ, boo! Alright,
My character's a player, not me.
we can tell. Alright, so, there we go. I think that's what I was looking for. What's Dominique doing after his encounter with the man in the white suit?
Puts a note to who he saw, just the description, and then make sure that she doesn't pass out from any drugs, but then just continues on hanging out for the night. Having fun. Letting himself unwind a little.
Alright, so give me a wits and awareness, Judd, please.
Okay.
2's fine.
Okay. No, just one of two.
Alright, so Dominique, why don't you give me a wits and awareness?
Alright.
Because it's
Just-
like right next to you. Apparently I scratched
Wits
the heck out of my
awareness.
leg. All the way back
And
up.
I'm going to have move. I'm going to move Judd because I said I was going to get closer to the.
The stage.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for some reason I'm having a hard time grabbing the character. There we go.
Hey!
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you notice how to describe him. Kind of scraggly looking fella. Getting all up and close to Amber. And
I'll re-
and it's initially she's like trying to back away and like points at you and
Yeah, I'll go over and put my arm around her and kind of block. And just tell him it's best he leave this one alone. try and impose, look, flex muscles a little and try and intimidate that way.
All right. Why don't you give me?
Strength intimidation?
Is that what you want to try to use?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'm not great at intimidation, but I am good at strength.
This
Out of 6.
this
7.
guy, he's wearing raggy kind of clothes. He's got dreadlocks, and he's just kind of looks at you and he laughs. Nah. I think maybe she'd have a better time with me.
Sucker punch.
All right. So why don't you give me a sucker punch?
Oh, whoops. Cancel that. Click the wrong one first. How's 8 successes?
Will give me a
Ooh.
second to find out.
I am but a mere mortal.
Difficulty is 8, huh? I think that's how that works.
Yeah, if I think I...
Yeah, you. Apparently, it doesn't really matter for this guy. You clock him.
Oh, so that was Christoph. Cool.
No, I'm using his sheet to roll off.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, you just
Yeah.
talked to Christoph and then I decked.
Yeah, don't take the.
At least now I know how to
Because
spell
that's
his
an
name.
unfinished character. I'm just using to roll dice because the actual characters that they allow me to use had, unlike other systems, don't have a way for me to roll dice off those character sheets that I know of.
Mm.
So yeah, you hit him in the jaw.
Like I said, I think it's best for you to leave.
Let's see.
Because that would be... Now tell me if I'm wrong. Would that be 7 superficial damage?
Yes, it would be 7 superficial damage. So I'm trying to.
If it's a vampire, I believe they have...
Yeah, they have all that physical.
Yeah. So 3.
All right. Let's go
If
ahead
they're
and-
vampire.
Yeah.
Let's see where you at. You're right here. Oh. Does it give me a character? Oh, it does give me a character sheet. But it doesn't give me a character sheet.
It does, but it doesn't.
Well, maybe it did. So bear with me. Sorry. So let's see. How the front figure this out? Yeah, put everything there. So you hit him with 7 superficial, so that'd be.
Whatever it is, if whoever it was.
All right, yeah, you knocked him about halfway down, I suppose. That might have even been the wrong one I wanted to use, but it works for right now.
Yeah, because if it goes over, it starts going into aggravated damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you fill up superficial, then the first one, if he has 5 and you do 6, it's 1 aggravated with 4 superficial. Or 5 superficial. Because you start ticking off the superficial into aggravated, right?
Yeah, something like that. I have to verify it myself. Huh. Thought I had miniatures, but they're not loading. Alright. So he just wipes the blood from his mouth, looks at you, got my eye on you, and walks away. Let's see. Judd, you get
Now,
closer.
I'm sure.
Go ahead.
I'm sure that a lot of people just saw what happened there. So.
Actually, why don't we see? Because it is a very loud and bustling crowd. Maybe it wasn't noticed by everybody.
Gotcha.
So you two go ahead and give me a wits and awareness. Let's see. Yeah, Devon, you do notice Dominique just clocked some dreaded dude who's messing with Amber. Well, you don't know what he's doing. You just noticed that
Oh,
Dominic clocked him. Judge.
I somehow rolled wits plus wits.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Let
you
me
just
do
hit
that
the wits
again.
button and added a dice.
I think so. Okay, still two out of 2. So
Yeah. With that, yeah, you noticed that there was some sort of commotion over that way, and let's see, you're rather tall, right, Dominique? All right. So yeah, you'll
Yep.
notice
Yes.
that he is in some sort of confrontation with somebody. You just can't actually get a good sight on who that somebody is.
that's fine. Doesn't look like he's been taken out, so turn back and make
not
sure.
taken out. You do notice that you, with your ability, knowing where you're at, you do notice a few other people have clocked that motion and that activity. Or
Okay.
let me phrase that: some other non-people have clocked that activity.
Gotcha.
You were making your way towards the stage for where Devon was at,
Yeah.
and you notice that. What are you doing?
There are 2 in there with him. I'm actually going to get closer to the stage so I can just see what's going on.
Yeah, and about the time you
Um,
notice that Devon leans over and just starts nibbling on her ear or something.
Yeah, and I think that's when I'm gonna have to do something. I'm just trying to decide what. Um, there are probably lots of cables and things around here.
Mhm.
So I am going to see if I can unplug something to his booth.
All right. Let's see. Intelligence and technology.
Okay, I knew you were going to say something like that.
That's fine. I don't know how because I didn't.
um, what I'm going to roll is just the intelligence because I don't have technology.
All right. We'll give it. There's cables running everywhere. We'll give it a 2 on that as well.
Okay. 1.
Yeah, you. Well, now you have willpower.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to spend a willpower and try that again.
You just
See,
need to
they don't-
re-roll the 1 dice, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if we can do it from here. I don't.
Well, that's a
See
good question.
how
I have no
we-
idea.
Yeah, I
do
have no
this.
idea. But you can, yeah, like he said, just 1 die. You can't reroll hunger die.
Yeah. So, and the hunger dice actually came up as successful. So,
So
what
if
I'm
you
going
want
to do
to
is
just
just
roll
roll
it
a
again,
d10.
and we'll disregard whatever the hunger die is.
Well, I just rolled a d10 and I got a
Yeah.
6, so that will do it.
All right.
And
You're able to
this is-
find this one cable that looks like it might be important, and you yank it out, and all of a sudden, the booth goes quiet. There's no sound, no music, no nothing.
What the hell?
I'm going to pull
What
Amber
the
in.
hell? What? Ladies
and
and
I'm going to
gentlemen.
move a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, apparently there's some technical difficulties up here. Give me a moment, I'll get us back and running. Sorry, ladies, I'll be right back.
Rumph.
Now,
Harumph.
I'll look underneath the booth and try to find.
All right. Why don't you give me a intelligence investigation?
Investigation, huh? You sure? Investigation?
And
We're all good at that side of the tree, so just.
Yeah.
Shit! Damn!
You got willpower.
No.
Humans have willpower as well
Okay.
as vampires. It's just easier
Okay.
for humans to get willpower back.
And you don't have
Okay.
a hunger die technically, so
Yeah.
so you only have 1 dice you can roll.
no, he would have 2 since he's human.
Gotcha.
if he needed it, but he got a critical on the hunger die, so he really only needs to roll one.
Yeah.
1d10? Okay.
Nope.
Yep. Still a failure. Yeah, no, you're scrambling down there. You can't seem to find it anywhere.
Who the hell wired this shit?
Didn't you do that?
I was helping.
I just plugged up my laptop. They had the move set up already with the power and
Let's
shit.
see.
You bought the turntables.
It's plug and play into the system. I'm having to dig down. You got wires running from here for the lights and the speakers and all that other shit.
Yeah, that's not gonna do anything for it. Okay, definitely not gonna do anything for it either. What is the other one? Nope. Alright, so none of that works. Let's see what they do. Oh, actually, they're gonna walk away. No, I need to see if they notice what happened. So let's see.
Well, if they have aspects greater than 3, they can see me.
Oh, they don't have that at all.
Okay.
That's the one I just did. What am I basing this off of? Wits.
Because to see you pull that out, I think with the aspects you used was resolve awareness, actually.
And what did you do? It was a 2 for you?
I think that'd be resolve awareness.
Were you trying to
on
do
my
that?
part.
You were just trying to do it, right?
Yeah. I'm not trying to. I mean,
Go ahead and give me anyway a stealth dex check for me to have
Okay.
difficulty.
Yeah, because we're using unseen passage.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's versus the resolve awareness if you draw attention to yourself.
Right.
Or
Oh,
wits
yes.
obfuscate if countered with aspects.
Right. And I also have silence of
Okay,
death.
so yeah, if you're that way, a wit's awareness won't find you. They have to actually have the discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, they don't even notice that you did that.
Okay. Still, it's good for me to try this. My rolls were. Are you sure this isn't the toward rolling?
Yeah, we're all rolling great.
Yeah. Can I do a Intel Tech to pull out the speakers and hook it directly up to my laptop? And have them-
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and give me a roll for technology, intelligence, whatever. Yeah, I mean, you're certain you can probably do that, but for some odd reason, the lights are off. You're flustered. You're high, or whatever you want to call it. Buzzing. I don't know how many you popped.
Yeah.
And I mean,
You know,
you're also feeling a little, blue in certain areas.
Or trying to beatbox over the crowd. That's
Nobody.
like the cliches are getting resolved. No.
No.
I will say this. I'm not trying to destroy the evening. So once those two have left, I will plug the thing back in.
Actually, before they walk away, a boy in the white suit walks up. What's going on? What happened to the music?
The booth went dead. I'm looking at who set this up down here.
I mean, that was your job, wasn't it?
I connect my system to yours. Your system is what went dead.
I mean, how long is it going to take for you to get it fixed?
Give me a couple minutes.
I mean, we need the party going. We need the crowd enjoying themselves.
I give me a flashlight or something so I can see what the hell's going on down here. This wire's running everywhere. No cable management.
All right.
Where's your phone?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got a phone, don't you?
The guy, the white suit is like, I don't carry a flashlight on me. I mean,
Fine, I forgot that, you know.
You know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. He pulls out a phone and turns on his light.
Okay. So what am I rolling?
I mean, what do you mean? What are you rolling?
To get back up.
Give me another intellect.
Tech intellect? Okay. Any extra die or
I'll give you one extra die.
one extra
And I will
die?
say this: if he doesn't do it, I will plug it back in for him.
Oh yeah.
All right. Difficulty still 2.
Yep.
And while he's doing this, I plug it back in.
Yeah, you're fumbling around. You're trying to find out what plug actually goes, and all of a sudden everything comes back on.
See, I told you I'd get it. I just need some light. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the interruptions. You know, every grand opening has a little quirks, but let me get you started. Pull up the best of Kygo. Love Me Now, featuring Zoe's.
Alrighty then.
I think you're. Never mind.
What? Speak. Do tell.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Nope. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so the music's going again. During that little pause, you guys. Actually, you know what? You got your head down there. You ain't gonna notice it. You guys, the others won't notice it either. So we'll leave it at that. Music kicks back up. One of the girls comes back over towards you.
Zoe or Zelly?
Zara or Zola?
Why don't you give me a wits and insight check?
What's in inside?
Difficulty 3.
So basically, should I just say I fail and go ahead with that?
There's a chance you crit. There's a possibility.
Wrong
No,
game,
should
but yes.
I? What's a 3?
Yeah, if you get 2 2s or 2 10s, that's 4. Never mind.
Well, you can use willpower to re-roll that if you wish.
if you want to waste the willpower.
Hey,
Hey, don't think this.
That's 4 4. That's still 2 fail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. You can't tell. You don't know which one this is. I mean, they're both dressed exactly alike. One had, the pigtails. One had the straight hair. You don't know which one was which, but this one here's got the pigtails.
names are only important if they stay for breakfast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, somebody's staying for breakfast. All right. I need to figure out how the rest of this goes. Let's see. Now that the music's going again, I think Devon's too interested in the one that's standing next to him. Dominique, you and Amber are doing. What are you doing?
Having a good night.
I mean, are you still dancing? You doing something else? What?
Probably got a little closer to the stage when everything was going awry, but yeah, unless there's something else that wants to happen. Just hanging out, having a good time, but watching over my back for that weird guy I saw, making sure he's staying away.
All right. Amber's all on you, by the way. She's holding on to your arms and just kind of. I mean, I've not personally been to a rave type party, but I'm gonna assume.
Has anyone?
Anybody here?
Hey, there we go. What's it like?
It gets a lot crowded. So
I mean, I have seen people come out of the tabernacle from a. Wasn't war? It was somebody else. But anyway, bikinis and fur ankle covers and lots of glow sticks. But anyway, the thing I'm trying to point out is that Amber is getting up as close to you as she possibly can, even though the dancing doesn't constitute up close slow dancing. She's kind of rubbing on you and grabbing, your muscles or arms or whatever. Just
Like white on rice.
yes, pretty much.
Okay.
Give me a wits and awareness again, please, Judd.
Oh, wits and awareness. Okay.
We'll say, depending upon what you roll, depends upon what you find out. You can put a
Okay.
2 down there for the initial, but depending upon what you roll depends upon what you found out.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're still right there at the stage. You see that she comes back up to him, but other than that, you're not really aware of much else. So what would you
Well,
like
at least
to do?
it's only one. So if I need to rush her, I can. uh, right now, I'm just keeping an eye out on these two. Because my concerns right now is that they're not Camarilla and the sheriff is about to run in and disrupt this thing, or something bad's about to happen. If they're anarchs, no idea. So I'm just keeping an eye open.
All right. All right, let's see. All right. Dominique, once you give me a little bit, you trying to say where your surroundings, or you just focused in on her?
Yeah, I'd like to stay aware just of that weird creepy guy or any more creeps.
All right, go
That
ahead
seem
and
to
you
be-
give me one.
Wits awareness?
Yes. You know what?
Okay.
Why don't you both? Devon, you too.
Hey.
Dominique's got his eye on the ball.
Just a second. That was wits for some reason. It should
I
have
see
been
that.
less. Awareness
All right.
wits.
How much less?
It should have been still 2 successes. They should have been 2 less than that.
All right.
Difficulty 2.
Yes. Which I should make yours higher since you're. All right. Well, that's a critical fail, but not a whatever that means. Bestial fail. Well, you still got 2 successes. What's the kicker for the other one? I'll figure it out in a second. You both notice AJ is he's kind of leaned back in a booth somewhere with Lisa sitting next to him. Looks like they may have had a little too much. You notice also, being that you're a bouncer, that the guys who were standing at the doors, one of the ones from the front door is not present. And one of the ones from the back is also not present. So let's see.
This is weird, but it looks like they're having a little too much fun. But it's not a place I'm used to. Not
the guy in the white
barely
suit,
my
of course,
place.
is traveling around through the groups, handing glasses off to people, and looks like he's making himself known.
Yeah. So this is how they run their establishment. You know what? If something happens on their end, that's fine. It's not my place to get in trouble.
The woman that caught your eye earlier in the emerald dress has got like 2 guys on either side of her. She's sitting in a booth as well. With there's also a young lady in front of her, sitting at the booth in front of her. But the 2 guys are really pretty close to her. Punk Kid, you don't really see him. The one who was messing with, I want to say it was.
It was
Susie
initially
earlier.
on Jude, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah. Susie, you don't see Susie currently, and you don't see the Punk Kid. But
Everyone's out
you do
having
notice
fun.
you do notice that several A lot of people apparently having a good time because you see a couple people passed out in the booths here and there.
Probably good I didn't take that drink. Maybe she has a stronger tolerance. I don't know.
Maybe. Alright, so let me check something right quick before we continue. Okay. And I already know that one. What's this one? Same thing. Yep. Alright, and with your twos, after a while, and you know, you're dancing, having a good time. Woman in the green does extricate herself from the three people at the booth she's at and makes her way over towards AJ and Lisa. You also notice that grungy fellow from earlier has found him somebody to hang out with back in a corner. Give me a wits and awareness, please, Judd.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Nope, that's not right. Three.
All right. You know exactly why some of these people are passing out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you're pretty certain that Emerald Dress is making her way over to AJ and Lisa's table for reasons, of course. You notice, I don't know whether you can differentiate clans based off knowing what they are.
Nosferatu, it's always easy. The high clans, it's usually easy to pick them up. Gangrel tend to have that more bestial look about them.
Homeless-esque,
Yeah.
grungy.
Yeah, and Malkavians, well, okay, it's not easy figuring out which is the crazy person in the room.
All right. Well,
So
we'll just continue with this. At one point in time,
and AJ's was not on my watch list, so
I need to check something out. Clear that. There we go. Hurry up, get that off the screen before my players see it.
See what I miss.
All right. I need Dominique to give me an intelligence/resolve roll.
The two attributes? Intelligence, resolve?
Yeah.
They're both attributes. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
That's what it says. That's what the defense is.
Yeah, not a problem. Int resolve. That's not a lot of dice. Difficulty 2?
No. Give me a second to figure out the difficulty. I may have to do this by hand. Oh, let's do it this way. Sorry, just trying to figure out exactly what I'm rolling here.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll it. 2. Alright, and
I'm
how
going to put
about-
a point of willpower into that to reroll those 3 that I didn't get.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do 3d10. Yeah, same thing.
All right. So,
One success.
all right. So, a very tattooed up looking woman, maybe a little shorter than you are since you're like up there in the six. She got a leather vest on, you know, some spike collar on. He comes walking up to you and says, "You know you want to spend the rest of your evening with me."
You look like a fun type.
Yeah, I'm more fun than that one. I will rock your world.
I don't have any drugs on me, or else I drug. Anyway, yeah, sure. And the dancing, get lost. Like, not tell her to, but get separated in dancing and just kind of get lost.
From who?
Amber.
Okay.
I'm assuming I failed the.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't fail.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
Because
okay. So I
this
succeeded on the
individual had a
resolve.
very poor role to do what she was trying to do. You
Okay,
don't
I
feel
thought I
compelled to do
failed.
anything.
All right, then yeah. I'll reach forward and tap her on the shoulder and say, I got someone with me. Maybe next time.
All right. Devon, why don't you give me a
Yes.
resolve intelligence as well?
And
So
by the way, Judd is moving up to that booth because he's getting very nervous about them. The attention of these people.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't have had to spend that willpower.
No, you actually would have needed to, because I think.
I
What do you
didn't
have?
succeed more than one.
No, you're right. You just had the one.
Yeah, I just had the one.
All right, because I had a 9, 1, 4, 4, 4 on my rolls.
Yeah, so tie.
Yep.
And you choose tie goes to whoever.
But Devon,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the girl up there next to you,
Yep.
yeah, she tells you that you look good enough to eat, and you're gonna let her.
Let's go back to your place afterwards. Your sister
No,
gonna join us?
We're gonna do it right here. And you actually feel compelled to lean your head to the side.
Ooh, really? You like it risky?
So, Judd, as you're
Yeah.
making your way to the table, give me that wits and awareness. The worst fucking babysitting job you've ever had.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I
Excellent.
did wits and wits again. Damn it.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see what you rolled. I just see the success and failure there.
Yeah.
Which you have a bestial failure, but we'll re-roll what you need to roll first.
Okay, 2.
All right. So yes, you notice that Devon's about to become a meal. He's actually leaned his head sideways to accept it. Dominique has brushed off what was a possibly attempt at a domination or a compel. And that's what
I
you
am
know.
just whispering because I'm still, under obfuscate. So I don't want to be loud, but I am going to whisper to her, he is under the protection of someone far more powerful than you.
All right, and that's going to be a. What are you trying to do?
I'm just saying it. Trying to. I mean, interaction skills are not my area, so
Intimidate.
I'm looking
maybe?
at it. It's probably going to be intimidate, probably with manipulation,
Go for it.
which means I'm just going to be rolling manipulation.
Okay.
And that's only a 1. I may spend the willpower to
Let's see.
bump
I
it.
need to do probably. Where is she at? No, extra dice, and you had to do. You gonna roll that? Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You catch her chuckle under her breath. Just before
Okay,
her.
then I'm going to grab her neck.
You gonna what?
Then I will grab her by the neck.
All right. Are you close enough to do so?
Huh?
How fast can you move?
I don't have celerity.
Okay. Well, as you turn to make your way back there to grab her by her neck,
Mm-hmm.
the whole room lights up
Okay.
as several flashbangs go off. And you all hear what could only be the sound of shotguns going off. Let's see, Devon.
Yes.
You don't know any of this.
I see her kind of walking away though, or
No. She
She's
was in the
getting ready to
process of
bite.
eating.
Nom nom.
Okay.
When he's about to move towards, and it's, like I said, bright light, so you see nothing. Actually, give me. What would I do for this one? So give me a stamina composure, maybe? No, that's social. Stamina.
Resolve or
Sure, why not? Give me a stamina resolve.
Yeah, nothing else really would fit that.
Difficulty.
Determines on what you roll. We'll start with the 2 and go from there. That's a
Okay.
messy critical. So yeah, you're not really dazed from the flashbang that just went off. You're more dazed with the fact that, oh man, this feels good. I don't know what she's doing to your neck, but it feels awesome.
Oh, don't stop, baby. Don't you work your way down. Oh yeah.
All right, Marcus. What
Oh,
was the
sorry.
others? I don't see any others. I need one from.
Oh, you
Dominique.
want stamina resolve
Yes.
from all of us?
Yes, please.
Hey. I shouldn't be too bad at these. Keyword, shouldn't.
Right. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, both of you guys are fine. Not a problem. It's like you may have seen it coming or been in a situation similar, and you turn your head just in time to keep from being hit with the flashbangs. So, you two can give me a wits and awareness.
Yeah, I need to up my awareness.
Yep, same.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, no problem.
Willpower. I'll redo that.
3.
All right.
3. Well, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
There are coming through a hole in the ceiling and coming through every door you can see, and a couple through some of the windows that are way higher up in the air that are blacked out. Fully geared, I'd say military-looking individuals. You know, they got the helmets on. They're, you know, their faces completely covered. They're wielding what looks like modified shotguns, and every time you see one pull the trigger and fire, it looks like bursts of fire come out with it.
Dragon's breath.
Something similar. Now that's out of the front section. You do notice that for some reason they weren't coming in through the 2 doors behind the stage. But with you guys' awareness on that, you do notice other people coming through the doors in the back. Judd, you would recognize a couple of them work for the sheriff, but you don't recognize the sheriff himself.
Okay. Okay.
Could I
No.
do something real quick?
Sure, what would you like to do?
I would like to, with Amber, since we've been basically right next to each other the entire night with her on my arm, I'd like to rush the stage and throw her under to try and get out of whatever the hell's going on.
All right.
Give her some cover, concealment, whatever, and just shout at her to hide. Or as we're going,
So,
tell her to hide.
as you're running, why don't you give me a... this is kind of a survival thing. Give me a survival dexterity.
I'm terrible at those. 2.
All right. Yeah, you're able to slide. You find a spot under the stage you're able to slide her into. Unfortunately, you get blindsided by a group of other party goers just trying to get away from what's going on.
So be it.
She's under.
That was the goal.
Yeah, but you are now in a pile up, I guess, of people. I guess is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give me. I'm not going to do wits and awareness for this because I think this will be simple. One of the people that are on you, they look like they're bleeding pretty profusely. They've been hit by something that's burnt the side of them up. I mean, honestly,
Shotgun blast have been going off.
Yeah, honestly, you're surprised they're even moving, as bad as that wound looks. And a matter of fact, it's the girl with the tattoos. And just as you get, you realize that she grabs your arm and bites you. And you get like a euphoric feeling when she does that. Doesn't take long, but just before you lose consciousness, you literally see her head explode. And I mean, the last thing that goes through your mind is whatever it is. So, Judd, this chaos is going on.
And I'm going to work on trying to pull her off of him.
All right. So, you need to give me... I need to figure out what you need to give me. Where is it? We're doing let's say a grapple here.
Brawl strength.
Is. I believe it is. I think you're right. There is a rule for grapple somewhere.
So give me
301.
Give me a strength brawl.
Okay.
And I will do the same.
Okay.
Well, I say I'll do the same. Where is it? Oh, I guess I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't have that. So.
Elaborate on that, Domenico.
Vampires have a severe bestial fear of fire.
Yes. Or Rorschach checks.
Yeah, the frenzy checks.
All right,
Yeah.
so you grab a hold of her to pull her off of him. She is
Mhm.
clamped down. She got 40 or 3.
Yeah.
So she finishes her meal. Well, she's still draining him. Let's see. Is there anything
Then
else you'd like to try to do?
I will grab the first piece of wood and stake her.
All right.
Which, unfortunately, I don't have melee, so this is not going to be great.
Yeah,
And
staking
I
is
believe-
extremely difficult.
So go for it, and I will do a...
Believe the melee is dexterity. It's been a while.
To stake a vampire, it's a called shot, which is a -2, and you have to inflict 5+ damage. 5 or more
yeah,
damage.
I'm not going to get to that.
But it's a
So,
chance. You could try.
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
Did I start working on a new character as I get hit?
Hey, I did get hit. I got bit, and then her head exploded.
I mean, just because you got bit, I think that's like the start of the campaign.
No, we're dead. We're totally dead. We can't play vampire, right?
I mean, come on.
I'm just messing.
All right, so have you rolled for me? Not yet.
No, not yet, because I'm trying to remember if it's dex-based or strength-based when I'm doing melee.
How about you give me whichever one you want to.
Okay.
Whichever one you think's better. We'll go with that.
And I do want to try to do well. It's not going to get to the point where I'm going to stake her unless I get 2 crits. But I'll go and spend a willpower and reroll those 2 dice.
There it is.
Just 1 more, so 3 hits. Or 3.
hits. All right, so let's see. Ooh.
Yep, she's getting away from me.
Yeah. You swing to nail her with this stake, and she dodges you. The problem is, she dodges and gets hit by something else, and you're still
Which is good.
you're still
Obfuscated.
yeah. So you're not seen, but you do see her torso explode as
okay.
Devin slumps to the floor. He ends up getting covered in her blood as well. So Devin and Dominique, you are both the your vision kind of does that tunnel thing, and you are out.
Okay.
Now, Judd,
I'm going to check on their life cycle, or making sure they're not completely drained.
give me a investigation / we'll say intelligence.
Okay.
There is a medicine check.
Oh yeah, you can do that too. Sorry.
Well, I did the investigation, so 4 successes there.
Yep. So you're pretty certain that they've gone to that point, but somehow, in the process of coming to the ground and whatever was feeding on them getting blasted away, they've each got a mouthful of blood.
Oh, okay.
And you know what happens when that happens.
Yes. And so
you're pretty certain that you're going to have to still keep an eye on these guys. And this way, probably a little more of an eye than $300 is going to pay you.
Yeah. So
the carnage goes on around you. I mean, what are you going to do?
I'm going to grab Dom and pull him up with AJ. Not AJ.
DJ.
Sorry, Devin. The
All
DJ.
Right.
Yes.
Are you concerned with AJ?
I don't know AJ. He was not on my list of, I need to watch out for this guy.
All right. So you hear a bit of a scream. I'm going to say you hear a little bit of a squeal as you go to move Dominico and Devin, because the only place you can find that might actually be a good place to get them out of range, because you kind of have an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
Is underneath the stage, in which point a redhead squeaks because 2 bodies just slid underneath the stage, and she knows who they are.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't see you though. You're still.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's just getting a whisper. Calm down. Stay down.
And you can tell
They're
she is
not
freaking
dead yet.
out.
They're not dead yet.
Yeah, she is freaking the hell out with what's going on around you. So, are you staying under there?
I am actually going to come out, and if I notice if I notice anyone that I know, I may go talk to them, but I'm going to let them kill the Anarchs first.
Yeah, well, you're noticing that it's not you do notice Camarilla, and I guess what their version of lawkeepers are concerned.
Yeah, the sheriff and his deputies.
But you don't see, like I said, you don't see the sheriff himself.
Okay. Then I'm basically going to try to stay away from all of this.
But you're certain that the armor-cladded guys with the shotguns are not.
Or First Light?
They're not Kindred.
Okay. Then I'm getting under the stage with them, and I'm going to start trying to get them out.
All right.
I know that one of them had a van. So I'm just going to say to the woman, because it's dark under here. It's dark under the stage. This one, the big guy, Dom, he has the van. Do you know where it is?
Huh? What? Who's that?
A friend. Do you know where this guy's van is?
Uh, he came in with Devin. Where would you have parked it? Would they have known? No, they wouldn't have known. But she knows
Depending on
what your
how
van looks
obvious
like.
it was,
I mean,
you said he was going in through the side door where the parking lot was. I would have parked there to try and get in with him. But if they would have rejected me, I would have had to go somewhere else, I'm sure.
I
But
know
since
what
I
he
got in
drives.
with
I
him,
just don't know where he parked it. I didn't see it out in the parking lot.
Okay. Then I am going to grab them and try to get them out of this building. I don't know where there is another door beside the first one, but I'm sure there's a fire escape. So that's what I'm going to look for first.
All right, so go on ahead and give me another one of those.
Investigation?
Yes, investigation. Wits with that, I guess.
Wits? Okay. Ugh, damn it. I'm going to have to spend
There's
another
there's a
willpower.
lot of chaos going on here.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to spend another willpower.
Okay.
Because I can re-roll all 3 of those. Oh, what in the hell am I doing? I'm doing 20s.
Oh.
So I got 2 more successes. So that's 3 successes.
That's enough. You are able to find, oddly enough, you find what looks like an old coal chute.
Okay.
And you're dragging them around, and you're low enough on the ground. You actually see what looks like a hatch to an old coal chute, and
Okay.
you're able to pop that open and I guess shove them up out of there.
Okay. And then I will go after them and try to find their van.
All right.
His van.
Doesn't take you long. You turn around and there's a white van parked right next to a motorcycle.
Put them into the van, get his keys, and even though I don't know how to drive and I don't have a license, we're going to try to get out of here.
All right, so no license and don't know how to drive. This should be fun. Why don't you give me, what am I looking for? Actually, there is a skill there. All right, drive dexterity.
Okay, so we'll go just on my dexterity.
yeah, if you don't have any points in drive, if your character would know how to drive, they just can't do any drive type checks, really.
Yeah.
But if you don't know how to drive, great.
So
Yeah.
you're able to, I mean, you hit reverse first,
Mm-hmm.
and you're certain you he's not even here to get this. You're certain you hit something, but you realize it's quick enough that you pop it back in the other direction to go the other direction,
Mm-hmm.
and you get out of the alleyway, but not before you clip one of those yellow poles that are sticking up out of the ground.
Okay.
So where are you taking them?
I'm taking them toward the cemetery, which is the only place I know where I can hide them.
All right. And do you have Amber with you?
Once she got out, did she want to come with us?
Well, I mean, you're visible now, right?
Yes.
All right. Once you get her out, she is still visibly shaken.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have to make that decision for her.
Okay, I'll put her in the van's passenger seat, and on the way toward the cemetery, I need to pull up my map, but I think there is a hospital on the way, and I was going to let her out there.
All right. I'm sure there is one. If not, you can make a
Yeah.
detour to it. So
Yeah.
you just drop her out in front of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Just say anything to her?
Go in, tell them what happened, or no, tell them that somebody dropped you off because you were at a nightclub where something weird went down. They'll know what to do. Of course, I have no idea if they know what to do or not. So go in, get some help. They can help you.
All right. So, Marcus, you missed the part where he hit reverse first and hit something, and then hit forward and pulled away.
I parked next to
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's probably a motorcycle down.
Okay. Well, I'm out of it, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? You might find it. Depends what happens next. You make your way towards the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way towards your new home.
Yes.
And all right, you carry them in, lay them down.
Yep.
And that is where we'll end.
And then, since it's still dark, and I don't know what just bit either of them, I am going to go back out and try one more time to find some blood bags.
All right. So give me, we'll say another investigation. And I guess it would still be wits.
Yeah. Yep. So 3 out of 2.
Oddly enough, you come across a one of like a school,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one of those buses out in the front
Mm-hmm.
that they got a little freezer inside that's got some blood bags in it.
Okay. So I'll do a quick break in and grab 4.
Yeah, you're
'Cause I
pretty
need
certain.
one tonight.
Yeah, you're pretty certain there's no alarm on the thing. You just tear the door off. Well, you break the lock because you don't want to make it obvious that. Then you go in there and steal it.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I have lock picking, so
Do you want to use that instead?
yeah, I'll just go in and do my larceny lock picking.
Go for it.
Horrible roll, but yes, I make it.
I mean, it's a success.
Yes.
It's an easy lock. I mean, it's not really difficult. I mean, they're not expecting somebody to break in and steal blood.
Right.
So you get it open. You get your, you say 4 bags?
Yep.
Okay, well, there's about, just to give you an idea. Oh, geez, okay. The things, the freeze, the cooling system that they're using to keep the blood cool is got about 20 bags in it. It's slapped.
Oh, well.
It apparently was a good
I mean,
day in blood collecting there at the school.
Yeah. So I'll take 5.
Okay.
Instead. I try not to overtake from blood banks. So.
All right, and you make your way back to the cemetery, or do you go somewhere else?
No, go. Well, actually, yes. I'm going to try to find a contact for the Camarilla.
All right, so what do we need for that? Give me... I don't know how that would be.
Actually, I'll just go in and try to find my sire.
It's easy enough. You know where he tends
Yeah.
to stay. He's
Mhm.
Nosferatu. He doesn't go out in public all that often.
Right. Elijah, something went down at Club Lond tonight.
Oh, please tell me you weren't there at that accursed place.
Well, somebody had asked me to keep an eye on 2 mortals, and I spent the night doing that and realizing I was in the middle of a anarch den, but I got the 2 mortals out. Problem is, they got some blood in them, and I have a
boy.
feeling they may be turning. No, I'm pretty sure they're going to turn.
I mean, you know what must be done.
Destroy them?
I mean, yes. You must
well-
stake them out and leave them in the sun.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you another question. Have you heard of a guy named Christoph von Weber?
Can't say that I have.
Okay. Because he was one of the kindred that asked me to watch out after them.
There's a kindred in town named Christoph von Weber.
Yes.
I mean, I'd have to ask around, but I don't recall any kindred in town by that name.
Okay. Okay. Well, I more information for you, Ben.
Yes, I will definitely look into this Christoph von Weber and find out who exactly he is and why he is here in Savannah. I'll let
Yes.
the prince know. Don't you worry about it.
Thanks.
Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Do you need assistance? Shall I send somebody with
Mm.
you?
No. I can take care of that one myself.
Okay.
Stop out hardware store, pick up a few steaks, and I will go back.
All right.
I have no way of getting in touch with Christoph to just hand these two people over. I will stop and get some rope.
Some rope?
Because when these two wake up, they're going to not be ready for what's happening to them.
Alrighty then. With that, why don't we go ahead and call it an evening? And we'll pick
Yes.
up next Sunday and find out exactly what happens when these gentlemen wake up from their all night party. I'm sure they'll have a hangover or two. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for our inaugural episode of Kindred, the Kindred of Savannah. And our first time doing a Vampire the Masquerade game here at our channel. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, whether it be at night or during the day. So remember, treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, we'll see you next time.